One of the secrets to success is being willing to do what no one else is willing to do. And what better way to do that than by getting up before the sun to get things done before most people even open their eyes. That's exactly what waking up at 5 a.m. has done for me. I've completely transformed my health and productivity, and by extension my bank account. I've literally built a business that's made me thousands of dollars in profit per day by the age of 22 while traveling the world. In this video, I'm gonna show you the exact 5 a.m. morning routine that changed everything for me and how you can build one that actually works for your goals. So first, let's talk about why I decided to start waking up at 5 a.m. The early morning hours give you uninterrupted, distraction-free focus. Nobody's texting you, nobody's calling, your inbox isn't blowing up yet, your mommy isn't screaming at your siblings to get ready for school yet. It's all peaceful and quiet. The world is still asleep, which means you get to work on yourself without interference, and plenty of people work jobs or go to school. So now's your chance. There's also this massive psychological boost that comes with waking up early. You're already ahead before most people even start their day. That mental edge makes you feel proud of yourself and your effort, and that makes you want to keep going. It reinforces that you are the kind of person who is disciplined and gets shit done. We only ever do the things that we feel are consistent with our identity. That's why so many people struggle with weight loss, for example. They might try to exercise a few times a week and eat healthier, but because they still think like an overweight person, and because they still see themselves that way, their new positive habits never stick for very long. Waking up early at 4 or 5 a.m. sets the tone for everything that follows. When you start your day with energy, clarity, and discipline, you carry that momentum into every decision you make. High performers across every industry, even athletes, tend to wake up early. It's not a coincidence. They understand that how you start your day determines how you live your day. Now, here's something important I need to clarify. Nowadays, I don't really follow a long, structured morning routine anymore. I wake up at 5 a.m., make myself a cup of tea, and get straight to work on my business, where I focus on doing the highest return on investment tasks. That's it, nothing else. It's simple, effective, and keeps me focused on what really matters best for my goals. But if you're a beginner on your self-improvement journey, you'll greatly benefit from a well-structured morning routine like the one I'm about to share with you. This is the foundation I built before I could streamline down to just work. You need to crawl before you run. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Let's break down the perfect 5 a.m. routine step by step. First, you want to drink water immediately when you wake up to rehydrate your body. You've been asleep for hours without any water intake. Your body needs it. I don't get people who wake up and don't drink for hours. The first 15 minutes should be spent working on your mindset and mental clarity. This is where you set your internal state for the day. You can do meditation, journaling, looking at a vision board, or even a gratitude practice. Pick what resonates the best with you, but do something that centers your mind. You can grab a journal and ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? Because this immediately shifts you into a positive state instead of waking up with anxiety about everything you have to do, or the fact that you don't like your life currently. Ask yourself, what's my main goal for the day? This gives you clarity and focus right from the start. Ideally, every evening before you go to bed, you want to plan what you're gonna do when you wake up. That way, you don't need to waste any time trying to come up with what you're gonna do, and this will cure your procrastination. Because the more time you have to think about doing the thing, the less you'll want to do it. It's like jumping in freezing cold water. The longer you stand there looking at the water instead of jumping in it without thinking, the harder it gets to force yourself to do it. And the result of that is you're teaching yourself that it's okay to let your emotions paralyze you. Most people wake up, immediately grab their phone, and start their day reacting to other people's agendas. You're doing the opposite. You're setting your own agenda from a place of calm and intention. Now, once that's done, for the next 20 to 40 minutes, we want to focus on movement and fitness. Physical health equals mental sharpness. This isn't optional if you want to perform at a high level, because your body and your mind are connected. When you move your body, you wake up your brain. Top entrepreneurs often treat themselves like top athletes. Your options here are flexible. You can hit the gym for a full session. You can do a bodyweight routine at home, practice yoga, go for a walk or a run. Whatever you choose, include some dynamic stretches to wake up your body and get your blood flowing. Now, to motivate yourself to exercise, you can listen to upbeat music, your favorite songs, or a motivational podcast. This doubles down on the positive momentum you're building because you're not just training your body when you exercise, you're training your mind at the same time. You're teaching yourself to push past the pain. Once you're done with your morning workout, it's time for a proper nutrient-rich breakfast. A smoothie packed with fruits and protein, eggs with some vegetables and some carbs, oats with nuts and berries and a protein on the side. Whatever it is, make sure it's actually fueling you, not just filling you up. If you're in the habit of eating sugary crap for breakfast like cereals, pancakes, and donuts, and then you wonder why you're constantly tired and why you can't be productive or why you look like shit, you're fooling yourself. You are what you eat, remember that. Then, for the next 30 to 60 minutes after breakfast, it's time for learning and skill growth. This is where you invest in yourself. You read a book, you take an online course, you listen to audiobooks or podcasts. Focus on personal development in areas that matter. Mindset, business, fitness, creativity, whatever aligns with your goals. And here's the most important part. Don't just consume, journal, or take notes to actually retain that knowledge. Most people listen to a podcast or read a chapter and then forget everything by lunchtime. You don't learn anything that way. Active learning beats passive consumption every single time. There's no point in taking in knowledge you won't even remember or use to improve your life. You may as well watch Netflix instead. What most people don't even understand is that you are the sum total of your choices, not of your circumstances. It's not your background, it's your choices. Every single decision you make today is literally creating tomorrow's future. That video you're about to watch, that's a choice. The workout you're gonna skip, that's a choice. The side hustle work or business work you're putting off until you feel ready, that's a choice too. And all of these micro choices are stacking up, compounding into the life you're gonna be living in 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. Most people don't connect the dots between what they're doing right now and where they will end up. They make the same comfortable, easy choices every single day and then wonder why nothing changes. But you're different, aren't you? Because once you understand that today's choices are creating tomorrow's reality, like yesterday's choices created today, you can't unseen it. Every decision becomes intentional. Every action becomes strategic. You start asking yourself, is this choice moving me toward the person I want to become? Or is it keeping me stuck as the person I've always been? That awareness alone changes everything. Most people don't realize the power in the small things. If you just spent 30 minutes a day learning a new skill, that's 3.5 hours a week. That's over 180 hours a year. You can become an expert in almost anything with that kind of focused learning time. That alone could make you earn 6 figures a year, but people prefer to only watch Netflix instead. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Now comes planning and prioritization. This is your power hour. Review your top 3 tasks for the day. Not 10 tasks, not 20 tasks, only 3. The 3 things that if you accomplish today and you do nothing else, you'll still move forward. Use time blocking to schedule your deep work. Don't just have a to-do list floating around hoping that you'll get to it. You want to assign specific time blocks to specific tasks. This allows you to remove decision fatigue and keeps you in execution mode. For example, I plan YouTube recording sessions well in advance and I block time for it in my calendar so I can't miss it. Morning planning equals less stress and higher productivity throughout the day. Ideally, you should really do this the night before, just before you go to bed. When you know exactly what you're doing and when you're doing it, you're not wasting mental energy figuring it out as you go. If you can do the things we just talked about, you will easily get ahead of 99% of people in just a few short years. And a few months in, your life will already be so different you won't even recognize yourself. You'll be smarter, more confident, more energetic, in better shape, and wealthier if you use that extra time and energy to work on yourself and on your business. But if you want to go one step further than that, and you're even more ambitious than that, then there's a few more things you can do to supercharge your mornings and get shit done quicker than any of your competitors. The first thing you can do is take cold showers every day. This will energize you and it will build willpower. Every time you step into that cold, freezing water, when your body and mind are screaming, don't fucking do it, you are training your mind to do hard things like when you work out. And that mental strength carries over into everything else. You can't expect to be in great shape or be the leader of a business or of a family if you can't handle pain. You'll just be a loser alongside 99% of people. The other thing you can do is visualization. Every morning, you want to spend 5 to 10 minutes seeing your ideal day or your big goals already achieved. What's crazy is that your brain doesn't know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. Visualization primes your nervous system for success because you literally reprogram your brain to be a certain way. If every day you visualize yourself as a confident, successful person, you will subconsciously align your behavior with that version of you until you fully become it. Here's what I want you to understand about all of this. The routine itself isn't magic. What's magic is the identity shift that happens when you consistently wake up early and invest in yourself. You start seeing yourself differently. You're not the person who hits snooze 5 times anymore. You're the person who's up at 5 a.m. working on their goals while everyone else is still asleep. That identity shift changes everything. It affects how you make decisions throughout the day. It affects what you tolerate in your life. It affects what you're willing to do to achieve your goals. The morning routine is just the vehicle for that internal transformation. Now I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a morning person. I can't wake up at 5. Look, it doesn't matter. You can become one if you want by making the decision and following through until your body adapts and it becomes normal for you. It can take around 2 weeks for your body to adjust to the new wake-up time. 2 weeks of discomfort for a lifetime of advantage. I don't know what you think, but to me, it's a trade worth making. So start by going to bed earlier. You can't cheat sleep. If you're going to bed at midnight and you try and wake up at 5 a.m., you're setting yourself up to fail. Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep at least. That means if you're waking up at 5, you need to be in bed by 8 or 10 p.m. at the latest. Look, your morning routine is only as strong as your evening routine. If you're scrolling social media until midnight, eating junk food at 11 p.m., and going to bed with your mind racing, you're not gonna have a good morning, period. Design your evening to support your morning. Set out your workout clothes. Prep your breakfast the night before if needed. Put your phone in another room so you're not tempted to scroll when you'll wake up. Make it easy to do the right things and hard to do the wrong things. The perfect 5 a.m. morning routine isn't about following my exact schedule or someone else's. It's about designing a system that works for your life and your goals. Some people will need more time for fitness than others, that's fine. Some people will need more time for learning, that's fine too. Some people will want to jump straight into work like me, that's fine too. The principles stay the same. Wake up early, win the morning, set the tone for your day. But don't overthink it. Don't spend weeks planning the perfect routine without actually starting. Pick a structure, try it for 2 weeks, and then adjust based on what's working and what's not. Action beats perfection every single time. Your 5 a.m. routine is your competitive advantage because while everybody else is hitting snooze and starting their day in reaction mode, you're building real momentum. You're getting stronger, smarter, richer, more focused. And day by day, week after week, that advantage compounds into real, tangible results. So set your alarm for 5 a.m. and make that commitment. Tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., you're starting your transformation. Not next Monday, unless tomorrow is Monday, not next month, tomorrow. Because the person you want to become is waiting on the other side of that alarm clock. And they're not hitting snooze. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast.